Good afternoon. Come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're catching the live, come and say hi. If you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this. And if you're new here, then please also let me know. If you don't know what this is or who I am, please let me know, because I can send you some really good resources about what we're about to do. So if you've never been here before, then you're very welcome. My name is Emma Starling. I'm the Inner Smile Coach, and this is the Daily Tap. So I am a master trainer in emotional freedom technique by trade. Whoops, thank you. And we have two cards that have just come out. Very nice. And so this is my way of showing as many people as possible a very basic version, hi Lizzie, of how to do emotional freedom technique, EFT for short, otherwise known as tapping, so that you can not just try it, get an experience of it, but feel how it feels in your body when you tapped, when you've calmed the stress response, when you've given your body some serotonin and dopamine, you've calmed the brain waves down, slowed them down, and you get back into that state of calm, centered resourcefulness. Right. And so what we do is we pull an oracle, a tarot, or an affirmation card from a deck like this. And we're using the Priestess of Light deck today. It's beautiful. I really love it. And then we read out the message. So for those of you who are into cards, you will love this. For those of you who aren't into cards, don't worry about it. Hi, Earl. Just take it for what it is, which is affirmations and stuff like that. And the way that you want to test if this is working, because a lot of people come on here and they go, oh, but it's not scientific, it's a load of woo. It's really not. It's based on vibration, it's based on brainwave speed, it's based on cortisol and adrenaline production and the stemming of the flow. Hey Gareth, how are you? It's good to see you. Let's do this. And it's based on all these sciencey things. So when you're in a stress response, your prefrontal cortex goes offline, and because you don't really need it, you're just gearing up, right, to get out of there or to turn around and fight or whatever. When we tap to take away the stress response, your prefrontal cortex comes back online, which means you can access your decision making, your creativity, your intuition, and you come in this calm, grounded space. Now, it's Friday afternoon, so who doesn't want a bit of that? Good morning, Kerry Evans. So the two cards that came out, first of all, is Matchy Matchy with the black, and it's number 24, and it talks about adjustment, and it says, looking back, moving forward. And then the next card that came out was Opening Heart, and that's number 11. I've been seeing 11 everywhere this last few days, and it says deep connections and water blessings. So this is really interesting, isn't it? To me, the message is very clear. If you have been wounded and you feel like you need to open your heart to some healing, then obviously water is going to be part of that. But you're going to look at either deep connections coming in for you. I'm going to read it out in a minute for you, but deep connections might be coming in, or you need to pay attention to the deep connections you have in your life to start healing your heart. And, we have to adjust. So you can look back, but you can move forward at the same time. So let's see if that melds. That's just the intuitive message that I get. But let's see what the cards have to say. So I'm going to tell you what the cards say. What I'd love you to do is use your intuition at all times with this, and just take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't, right? So the first card is this one. It says, the Priestess of Wisdom pauses, looking over her shoulder as she receives owl guidance about adjustments to make before moving forward. When this card appears in your spread, pay attention to the cards placed on either side, for these represent issues you need to be considering now, which is this one, right? So you need to be thinking about how to open your heart more. This card marks a pause in your energy, a time to contemplate what you've been doing and determine if any changes would prove beneficial. I'm listening, thank you. Reflection and course correction are now wiser than charging full steam ahead. Again, thank you. The owl has extraordinary vision, and it can adjust its focus from telescopic to microscopic in an instant. In fact, it's always adjusting, always ready to redirect its path for a more effective result. This card is suggesting that you do the same. Review your previous choices to determine what has worked for you. Look ahead to see what changes can accelerate your plan's fruition. This could call for some patience and courage, for you may have to shift or even abandon the path that has been your primary focus. But take note of the bright light from the right, the future, pouring into the Priestess of Wisdom's left hand. It is on the right in this card. It doesn't look like it on Zoom because it's reflected. The hand of receiving, as well as the orbs there and at her third eye. She is guided in her adjustments by the clarity and vision of the owl, as well as being directed into the future by the light and orbs of the spirit world. You too can be so guided when you let yourself stop, reconsider, adjust, and move peacefully forward with trust. And it says, it's safe for me to stop and reconsider my path and process. I am patient and courageous in the choices and changes I make. Now, that's an amazing first card. So we'll look at that in a second. And then the card to the left or right of it, which was opening your heart, talks about this. The mermaid priestess of the ocean holds out a hand, calling your attention to your right, the future, and your many upcoming opportunities for connection. Her other hand is held over the heart center as this card portends important relationships on many levels. The first is the potential for a deeply intimate romantic love. Your soul longs to connect, so allow yourself to release any resistance and open your heart to trust. The next is the kinship of friends and loved ones who truly resonate with your highest desires and beliefs. This family of your soul brings support and joy that help expand your consciousness in amazing directions, including the energetic realms. The rolling waters of the sea represent the profound presence of spirit and the depth of the connections you can now make with the vast spiritual world around you. These heart-to-heart communications can be life-changing, so let yourself be open to receiving the powerful waves of inspiration and guidance coming your way. On a literal level, this card may speak to bodies of water in your experience and environment. You may soon find yourself traveling by or over water for personal or professional reasons. Your residence or workplace may be relocating near water, or you may begin a relationship with someone who is similarly situated. Remember, whenever you are near water, let yourself absorb the magic of its energy and the power of its spirit. Offer prayers of thanks for the life force of water that always nurtures your earthly existence. And it says, gentle waves of love, friendship, and spirit are coming my way. I am deeply grateful for the life-giving energies of water. So it's really, and water obviously in the tarot and everything represents emotions, right? So don't be afraid of your emotions. Don't be afraid of really reaching out and connecting with people. Okay. So that's a lovely message, a double-sided message. I'm just going to take a quick drink. Let me know in the comments if this resonates for you. And excuse me, before we start, we're going to give you a way to prove to yourself that this works. Okay. So I want you to tune into any area of tension, tightness, discomfort, or pain in your body today. Maybe you've got achy shoulders. Maybe you have a tight jaw. Maybe you've got a sore left big toe. Tune into that area of that sensation and just give it a number out of 10. If 10 is the most intense or painful or uncomfortable it can be, give yourself a number. You can share it if you want to. And then when we finish the tapping, place your attention back on that area and see what your number is. This will give you empirical evidence that things have shifted. So for the cynics and the what's the word? Not cynic, that's the wrong word. For the people who aren't sure about this, right? If you're new to this, if you think it's a bit of boo hockey, prove to yourself that it isn't, right? That's my challenge to you. So let's do some tapping. For those of you who've never tapped before, just tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. And when I say tapping, I want you to 2 fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being, and just tap on your face where I tap. I'm going to explain to you the best I can. And we just go round the body, round the face, top of the body, and the top of the head, okay? And just repeat after me. So on the inside of the eyebrow point right there. Okay, a 6 and a 3, wonderful. So it is safe for me to stop outside of the eye, right on the corner here. It's not up on your temple, right on the corner of your eye, and reconsider my path and process. Underneath the eye, right in the center on the bony ridge. I am patient and courageous. Under the nose, in the choices and changes I make. Hey, Steph, good to see you. And then in the crease of the chin in the center, gentle waves of love and friendship. Got an itchy eyebrow now. And then down to the collarbones when I can find them. So follow your collarbones in, drop down an inch underneath the knobbly bits, and spirit are coming my way. Under the arm, 3 to 4 inches down the side of the body, under the armpit on the bra strap. or where a bra strap would be, should you choose to wear one. I am deeply grateful. Top of the head, all around the top and the back of the head with 4 fingers, for the life-giving energies of water. So maybe you need to go to a lake or the seaside or something. Let's go back to the eyebrow. We're going to do this again. It's safe for me to stop outside of the eye and reconsider my path and process. Under the eye, I am patient and courageous. Under the nose, in the choices and changes I make. Chin, gentle waves of love and friendship. Collarbones, as well as spirit, are coming my way. I'm deeply grateful for the life-giving energies of water. And I choose to open my heart and move forward today. Then we're going to finish on the forehead, on the third eye. So be it, and so it is. All right, come to a stop. Take a nice deep breath. And then just placing your attention back on that area of your body that was tense, tight, uncomfortable, or in pain. What's your number now? So it's only 2 rounds of tapping, so it may or may not have disappeared, but what you should find is a bit of a reduction, and that will tell you that it's working, right? So bear in mind that 85% of physical issues have an emotional component. So whilst we were talking about things that may well be emotional there, your body is shifting the, associated pain. And even if you don't feel like it's associated, it always is, right? Lizzie's down to a 2. Wonderful, wonderful. That's a 40% shift. Because if you think in terms of like 0 to 10 scale, every point of a shift is 10%, right? So you've gone from a 6 down to a 4, down to a 2. That's a 40% reduction. I love that for you. Very cool. Anybody else want to share their numbers? Love to see that, because it means that you have it means that you've had a shift. It means that your body is starting to relax. It means that the cortisol and adrenaline is slowing down. It means that serotonin and dopamine is now flowing, which means that your brain waves are slowing down. You are coming back to center, still there, but probably something has shifted. So a 2. Okay, wonderful. 10% reduction in 2 rounds, Gareth. I love that. And sometimes, here's a little tip for you today. If you're down to a 2 or a 3, and what's going on for you is not shifting, here's a little secret. Well, it's not a secret, but here's a good point that you can use. So slide 3 fingers down between the little finger and the ring finger, down between those metatarsal bones in that sort of ridge there. In there is a point called the gamut point. Now, if you press it, it might feel a bit tender. Use it in acupuncture, all these points, right? But if you tap on the gamut point and just either talk about what's going on, what's lingering for you, Gareth, for example, or just think about it. Just tap for another couple of minutes, take some nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then in a minute or 2, come back and evaluate it again. That point is fantastic for getting rid of kind of like drag ends, residual things that just don't seem to be shifting, stubborn things. There's all sorts of other tips that I've got for you. And if you enjoy this tapping, I invite you to come and join my free group, which is Personal Freedom Lounge. It should be advertised on this page. If it isn't, I'm going to pop it in the comments. facebook.com/groups/personal freedom lounge. Okay, come and join me in my free group, because starting next week, we are going to be posting more tapping tips, right? Straight out of, well, not straight out, but from the manual and the materials that I use to teach people. So you're going to get a couple of tips a week to help your knowledge and help you understand more about tapping, where it comes from, what it does, and all the rest of it, down to a 1. Wonderful, Lizzie. Great stuff. You are very welcome, my love. And likewise, if you are struggling with money, remember that March is Money Month at Inner Smile HQ. And in April, we're doing the 4-part masterclass, Healthy Money. It's 37 quid. If you at all struggle with your money, and you would like to join, put yes, please in the comments, and I will drop you the link. Okay, so 9 hearts and thumbs up and 9 people on. I've got 9s everywhere in my tarot readings today. So all good, All good in the hood. So come and see me in the free group. Join the money thing if you want help with that. And otherwise, I will see you again on Monday on the Daily Tap. Whatever you're doing over the weekend, have a good one. Take care. Bye for now.